Merry Christmas in advance, friends around the world. This year's brought lots of ups and downs. But here we are with our family. We also sympathize with people who have lost their loved ones. 2021 will bring us good tidings and prosperity. Okay, here we are preparing for Christmas, decorating the house, and my husband is putting finishing torches to the Christmas tree. We would be going to Switzerland in this episode and I can't wait to see what the country looks like. But before then, we are going to see my in-laws and also check up on a couple of friends. It's almost Christmas, and as you know, a lot of work goes into preparing for that. Everyone in this house has been assigned with various duties. Little Tom to wipe the chairs, Deborah will be mopping. I am doing the cooking and washing, while Patty is in charge of moving heavy stuff and rearranging of the house. This is how we keep the family occupied, and it's been our pattern. I will advise you to get kids involved in house chores. Trust me, it will help them a lot now and in the future when they leave to uni.
Philip, how are you and the family? It's been a while, so we decide to say hello before Christmas holiday. What are you up to?
Paddy, we are happy to see you and the family. It's been a while I heard from you guys. I know you travel a lot, but remember one good turn deserves another. I have been to your house twice, so you decide to check up on us, thanks anyway.
It's always a great time to come together as a family to feast, drink and have fun. Why not? It's Christmas time.
Hello people. We are hosting my grandkids today. I have been looking forward to this. We only see Paddy's family few times in a year, due to their busy schedule, as you know, apart from their day job. They travel round the world documenting their experience, which I wasn't able to do as a baby boomer when I was young. My wife is doing the cooking. She decided to do it all alone, refusing Elizabeth giving her a hand in the kitchen. Anyway, whatever you do, please look after yourself and eat healthy.
Dad? Let's go in, it's getting cold outside and I can smell Mummy's food from here. I hope she's cooking my favorite, Tom. Tom, let's go.
Guys. Hope everyone remembered to pack essentials? At least I didn't forget anything this time. Let's check weather report for Switzerland. Hope it's not going to be snowing.
Switzerland, officially the Swiss Confederation, is a country situated at the confluence of Western, Central, and Southern Europe. It is a federal republic, composed of 26 cantons, with federal authorities based in Bern. Switzerland is a landlocked country bordered by Italy to the south, France to the west, Germany to the north, and Austria and Liechtenstein to the east. It is geographically divided among the Swiss Plateau, the Alps, and the Jura, while the Alps occupy the greater part of the territory. The Swiss population of approximately 8.5 million is concentrated mostly on the plateau, where the largest cities and economic centers are located, among them Zurich, Geneva, and Basel. These cities are home to several offices of international organizations, such as the headquarters of FIFA, the UN's second-largest office, and the main building of the Bank for International Settlements. The main international airports of Switzerland are also located in these cities. The establishment of the Old Swiss Confederacy dates to the late medieval period, resulting from a series of military successes against Austria and Burgundy. Swiss independence from the Holy Roman Empire was formally recognized in the Peace of Westphalia in 1648. The Federal Charter of 1291 is considered the founding document of Switzerland, which is celebrated on Swiss National Day. Since the Reformation of the 16th century, Switzerland has maintained a strong policy of armed neutrality. It has not fought an international war since 1815, and did not join the United Nations until 2002. Nevertheless, it pursues an active foreign policy, and is frequently involved in peacebuilding processes around the world. Switzerland is the birthplace of the Red Cross, one of the world's oldest and best-known humanitarian organizations, and is home to numerous international organizations, including the United Nations office at Geneva, which is its second largest in the world. It is a founding member of the European Free Trade Association, but notably not part of the European Union. Yes, not part of European Union, the European Economic Area, or the Eurozone. However, it participates in the Schengen area, and the European single market through bilateral treaties. Switzerland occupies the crossroads of Germanic and Romance Europe, as reflected in its four main linguistic and cultural regions: German, French, Italian and Romansh. Although the majority of the population are German-speaking, Swiss national identity is rooted in a common historical background, shared values such as federalism and direct democracy, and Alpine symbolism. Due to its linguistic diversity, Switzerland is known by a variety of native names: Schweiz, German, Swiss, French, Svizzera, Italian, and Svisra, Romansh. On coins and stamps, the Latin name, Confederatio Helvetica, frequently shortened to Helvetia, is used instead of the four national languages. The sovereign state is one of the most developed countries in the world, with the highest nominal wealth per adult, and the 8th highest per capita gross domestic product. It ranks at or near the top in several international metrics, including economic competitiveness and human development. Zurich, Geneva and Basel have been ranked among the top 10 cities in the world in terms of quality of life, with Zurich ranked second globally. In 2019, IMD placed Switzerland first in attracting skilled workers. The World Economic Forum ranks it the 5th most competitive country globally. The Swiss climate is generally temperate, but can vary greatly between the localities, from glacial conditions on the mountaintops to the often pleasant near-Mediterranean climate at Switzerland's southern tip. There are some valley areas in the southern part of Switzerland, where some cold hardy palm trees are found. Summers tend to be warm and humid at times with periodic rainfall, so they are ideal for pastures and grazing. The less humid winters in the mountains may see long intervals of stable conditions for weeks, while the lower lands tend to suffer from inversion during these periods, thus seeing no sun for weeks. A weather phenomenon known as the fen, with an identical effect to the Chinook wind, can occur at all times of the year, and is characterized by an unexpectedly warm wind, bringing air of very low relative humidity to the north of the Alps during rainfall periods on the southern face of the Alps. This works both ways across the Alps, but is more efficient if blowing from the south due to the steeper step for oncoming wind from the south. Valleys running south to north trigger the best effect. The driest conditions persist in all inner alpine valleys that receive less rain, because arriving clouds lose a lot of their content while crossing the mountains before reaching these areas. The wettest conditions persist in the high Alps and in the Ticino canton, which has much sun yet heavy bursts of rain from time to time. Precipitation tends to be spread moderately throughout the year with a peak in summer. Autumn is the driest season. Winter receives less precipitation than summer, yet the weather patterns in Switzerland are not in a stable climate system and can be variable from year to year with no strict and predictable periods. The capital of Switzerland is Bern, and the largest city is Zurich. Official languages are German, French, Italian and Romansh. 65.5% are Christianity, 35.8% are Roman Catholic, 23.8% are Swiss Reformed. 5.3% are Islam, and 1.6% others. People here are referred to as Swiss. Government is federal semi-direct democracy under a multi-party assembly independent directorial republic. Simonetta Sommaruga is the president, Guy Parmelin vice president. Between 2/3 and 3/4 of the population live in urban areas. This country has gone from a largely rural country to an urban one in just 70 years. Since 1935, urban development has claimed as much of the Swiss landscape as it did during the previous 2,000 years. This urban sprawl does not only affect the plateau, but also the Jura and the Alpine foothills, and there are growing concerns about land use. However, from the beginning of the 21st century, the population growth in urban areas is higher than in the countryside. The freedom of the press and the right to free expression is guaranteed in the Federal Constitution of Switzerland. The Swiss news agency, SNA, broadcasts information around the clock in 3 of the 4 national languages, on politics, economics, society and culture. SNA supplies almost all Swiss media, and a couple dozen foreign media services with its news. The government exerts greater control over broadcast media than print media, especially due to finance and licensing. The Swiss Broadcasting Corporation, whose name was recently changed to SRG-SSR, is charged with the production and broadcast of radio and television programs. SRG-SSR studios are distributed throughout the various language regions. Radio content is produced in 6 central and 4 regional studios, while the television programs are produced in Geneva, Zurich, Basel, and Lugano. An extensive cable network also allows most Swiss to access the programs from neighboring countries.
As usual, every country we travel to, we ensure at least we buy a souvenir for ourselves and couple of friends. Let's go in now to see what they've got. Darling, look at the city from the window. This reminds me of London. European architecture is amazing, you can tell from a million miles away. Friends, we have come to the end of this episode. It's been a good one for us and we will not disappoint you anytime soon. And lastly, we wish you a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year ahead. Bye.